Hi everyone, it's Nancy, Homeschool Scrapper here today, and I wanted to show you how I've been making these little canvases. I mentioned on my blog that I had made some 6x6 canvases. I actually bought them in a set of 4 canvases, plain canvases from Michael's, and so I've decided to do 4 different ones, all with different colors. So this one, the lighting's kind of weird, but it's in pink. Can you see it's pink? And then I did a purple one, and today I'm going to make a yellow one and share with you how I did that. We're going to start first with a blank canvas. I have some scraps of paper here. These are mostly from the Zephyr collection by Prima, so we're going to use these. And then I've gone through my stash. I found some yellow trims, lots of yellow flowers, all different shapes and sizes and shades. I have a few little wooden pieces because I love the wood right now. I have a couple of canvas pieces that we can dye, and then I also found these burlap Prima leaves in my stash, and I thought they'd be fun to work. Or fun to use, so let's get to work. Okay, so I have my plain canvas that I picked up at Michael's. The first thing we're going to do is just Mod Podge on these scraps of paper. I'm going to be old school here and kind of do it quick and just grab it, the Mod Podge, out of the jar. So, little Mod Podge and a little paper, and don't worry if your paper is too big because we can always tear that off later, and don't worry about getting all the way to the edge because we're going to ink the edges, so that will solve that problem. Let's see, like this little piece. On the purple canvas I made, I did not put papers on the back. I just gessoed the whole canvas so that the mists would bleed and flow. And yeah, just didn't even worry about the papers. But I thought the pink one was really pretty, and I did like the background having a little more color. So let's see. I think I want this underneath. A little more color. Now right now you can see these colors not so much blending, but we're going to put a coat of gesso over everything, and that will blend all the colors together and mute them a bit and make everything flow a little more nicely. I don't know where that piece came from. It looks like the top to a doll. Okay, so we're going to give that a few minutes to dry, and I will be right back. Okay, so we're back. Everything is now dry and it's all stuck down. So our next step, we're going to kind of blend all the colors just by using a little gesso. And again, you don't want this to be a heavy coat of gesso. You don't want to cover your papers. Kind of a dry brush. So if you get too much, you can always wipe it off. But we just want kind of a little bit of gesso just to blend and smooth everything together. Okay. So you can see we kind of now have just a muted yellow. The blue's sticking out a lot, but I think that's okay because we're going to cover the canvas now. So it's now yellow. You can see everything's kind of more muted, blended together a little better, and we can get started. This is the fun part. And you know, these canvases are really simple to make. Just a matter of placing on your embellishments, figuring out where you like things, and just going for it, really. Lots of different colors. I think this one's too matchy-matchy. I like to use some of these thicker flowers. I used to not mind so much when they went into my mini albums, or into my albums, but I found that they're really hard to store, albums, when they're that thick. So I'm trying to be a little better, maybe not making my pages quite so bumpy and lumpy. I wonder if that needs some more bright. I really like this, but I think these two are the same size, so we may just have to do away with this one. I love the little blingy center. Do you see that? The little blingy center on that. How pretty! The flowers, most of these flowers are from the winter CHA that I got in a grab bag from Your Memories Here. And so yeah, most of these came from there. I love the variety of flowers that you can get in one of these little collections. Oh, I kind of like that. Because it's fun. It's different. Let's see. Maybe a little one. Here's another white one. Probably should dye a few of these things. Maybe something like that. It's hard. You can spend all day trying to come up with your composition, how you want everything to be laid out. That is the part that I find takes the most time. So, oh, I like the little bird. We still haven't even added any little trims. I don't know if this ruffle trim, maybe just this one. Ooh, and where were you hiding, honey? Okay, well, I think I like this. I'm going to dye my wood pieces and my canvas pieces, and I'll be right back. Oops, sorry about that. We're back. You can see now I have inked my flowers, my little wood flowers, and my leaf. And then I also inked the bird. Now, you can see it doesn't look like there's a lot of the distress resist on here. So what you can do, if you think you need more, whoops, get a wet paper towel or a little water and a regular towel. I like to be kind of green, so I don't use a whole lot of paper towels or baby wipes. They'd probably work better, but you can take just a slightly damp cloth and wipe over that, and then you can get a little bit more of the resist. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. It's very faint. Has just a very fine pattern on it. Anyway, so you can do that. Let's get to gluing. Today, oh, I found another little scrap of lace that I decided to use. So we're going to start with that. And I today am using Fabri-Tac from Beacon Adhesives. Super easy to use, and I don't have to worry about burning myself on camera. So we're just going to start placing these items onto my canvas. Just kind of where I want things to go. Tucking things in, tucking things under. Now these are going to be probably hanging on a wall somewhere or sitting. So I'm not overly concerned with things sticking past my canvas. Because they're not going to be in an album. They're not going to be in a book somewhere. So we have lots of different, so far, lots of different colors of yellow. And a few of the little green, a few of the big, actually, burlap canvas leaves. Everybody stick. Now I love these. They have the little stems on them. So what I like to do is just take a paintbrush or a pencil, my paper piercer, and curl those edges. But I think I would rather this one go there. Okay. And it's looking very lovely. Lots and lots of yellow. But we're not done yet. No, 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 no. More, more, more. Always more. I love playing with these canvases because you can just add to your heart's content. You don't have to worry about fitting it into a page or overwhelming your photo. And I think my sister has her eye on these, though, for my niece's Lily's room. Let's see, tuck this up. I almost forgot our little bird. Where? This bird is actually really big. I'll have to put him down here. And we still have this beautiful trim I wanted to add. I've had this this lace, this flower lace in my stash for quite some time. And then I'm going to use, all of maybe 2 inches of it. So it will last forever at the rate I'm going. Be a little up here. There we go. Maybe we need a little more. Maybe over down here. 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 I don't even know if you can see. Here's what we have so far. Thinking maybe a little more of this floral, yellow floral lace. This is Webster's Pages lace. Maybe a little down here. Or over here. I think there's so much over there. Maybe just a little bit right down there. Okay. So there we go. We have all of the pieces glued down. Really liking this, but I think the background still needs a little more, so I'm going to grab some mists and I will be right back. I'm back, and I found some different yellows, golds, different shades of mists and watercolory type paints. I have some glimmer mist here. This is Candlelight. I'll tell you what, looking through my stash for yellow, I probably should invest in some more yellow mist. I have Ranger, Adirondack, Color Wash, and Butterscotch. I've got Glimmer Mist in Candlelight. This is some Glitter Glam in Hayride, which really is just more of a glitter, but I think it'll add some nice color in the end. I've got some Heidi Swap Mustard Seed and some Color Shine Heidi Swap Gold. Love these. And finally, you can see this is one of my favorites, and I'm almost out. It's that much left. Oh, way too high. That much left. Very sad. This is the Smooch Spritz. I don't remember what color this is, but it's just a beautiful yellow. So, we have our canvas all in shades of yellow here, and what we're going to do is just kind of reach behind and add some colors. Let's see. Let's start with some butterscotch. Ooh, this one's a little dark. Little dark. We'll just take our paintbrush and we'll kind of just blend that out. A little more. And we can just let it drip. Drip down in there. You can you see? I've kind of got it up here and it's just kind of dripping now down the page. That was a little darker than I thought it was going to be. Let's go with some Candlelight. That's good. I'm just going to kind of randomly spray it. You can see, I'm going to let it drip. I like that. Maybe a bit of the gold. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. I'm going to let that drip and dribble all different ways. Okay, I think it's probably enough. Let's do some splatters. That. And this butterscotch came out a little dark for spraying, but I think it'll make some nice splatters. Yeah. I don't know, we're going to give that just a second to dry. Maybe I don't want to take the heat gun to it because I don't want the colors to run. And then finally we'll take some of the Hayride and just add some really sparkly glitter. Just kind of get it back in behind there. Kind of almost like a little shadow. It has just big chunks of glitter in it, so when it's all dry you'll be able to see a little better. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll be back to show you the final project. And everything's pretty much dry. I did go ahead and add on this little ticket here while it was before it fully dried, but you can see it's very yellow. But lots of different shades and colors, and I love the shadowing and the, I don't know if you can see the shimmering in it. We're just going to do a few finishing things. I have a jelly roll. This is the Clear Star, and I'm just going to kind of go over these letters that are on my ticket that, again, I just lightly gessoed, so that it would kind of just fade in. We'll just add a little more sparkle to this. Really what I love is my platinum stickles for this, but I am out. So when you see the final photoed project, you might see that I went back and added stickles. I don't know if you can see the Clear Star pen gave it the lettering and around the ticket, just a little bit of sparkle. And then I think I'm going to finish up by adding a bit of bling. This piece is from Ziva. My Prima flourishes I'm kind of low on. I always cut up my flourishes, stretch them. They go a lot further that way. So I'm thinking we'll cut it right here. And we'll add this little bit. I always pull the back off the bling as opposed to pulling the bling off the back. Find if you do it that way, less pieces tend to fall off. So we'll put that right there. Do you see that? We added just this little piece right here, just for a little more sparkle. Let's see, we still have all this left to play with. So let's probably could take this piece. Yellow is not a color I usually work with, so it's kind of fun. I have to say, this piece was different, and it is very, very yellow. Maybe put this one down, tuck it up down in here. Do you see that? Down in there. And then we still have a little bit of a flourish left. Cut that off. And put a little at the top somewhere. Okay, there you go. Up here at the top. Now, I could have, and I probably should have, might have, would have. I could have done some masking on here with some texture paste, or to added more dimension, kind of how I did here on the pink one. But you know what? I think I'm happy with this. It's very very yellow. But lots of different shades and colors, and I don't know if you can really see it, but very happy. So now we have yellow, and we have our pink, and we have our purple, and I think next up is gonna have to be blue. So I don't know if I probably won't make another video for that, but at least for now you can see how it was that I went about creating these. Thanks for coming by, and I'll see you again soon.